All right, welcome back, everybody. This is not the Junto. This is just an update video and an opportunity for me to make sure, I don't know, I took a vacation last week, so I wanted to make sure I remembered how everything worked over here. But it seems to be good. And yeah, not really an episode, but I am launching a Patreon that I just finished, or at least I finished the first draft of it, and I'm happy with the payment tiers, and that's kind of the main thing. So yeah, I probably have to edit something on there. I have to add a bunch of audio versions of the oh, hang on a sec. I'm thinking oh, hang on 1 second here. All right. Okay, I thought I didn't add the microphone onto that new scene, so that would have been a problem, but anyway. I'm not really expecting anyone to be watching this right now, but I'd rather just do this in a live setting rather than try to edit a video or anything. So I'm just going to go through the Patreon that I made, and yeah, there's not really many other updates. Somebody reached out to me, and we have been becoming friends and working on editing more videos out of this, so I really appreciate that, and that's exciting. So there should be new things in the works, but for now I'm just going to talk about the Patreon. So I will open it up, and yeah, so this is kind of like, I'm on my computer, but this is more or less a mobile view. And yeah, so I'm going to upload the main thing people have requested from the very beginning, like my friends, like literally as soon as I started doing this, they just weren't able to, I don't know, I have some friends who don't have consistent internet access and other friends who commute on the subway, so they wanted audio only versions of these episodes. I assume some other people would like that, so I'm gonna upload all of those. For now I just did 2 because Patreon doesn't let you batch upload them unless they're already hosted on a podcasting service, so it's just gonna take me a little bit of time tomorrow and the next day to get those up. But anyway, so we've got the membership tiers. So there is a free tier. There should be, yeah, join for free. So that's like, I have been kind of wanting a place to post updates and my thoughts about the broader purpose of this show, and even post sort of essay breakdowns of the content that I talk about here or clarify things. So I think I will be posting on there. I'm not going to make a Substack or anything. I think I will try to use Patreon a little bit like a mini Substack so that I can clarify some of my ideas in writing that I cover on the show. So you can join for free and follow and see posts that way, pretty sure. Again, I've never used this before, so there might be a little bit of a learning curve. And they really didn't let you customize the page very much at all. I think I can add thumbnails to these, but this brown color, I don't know if it just averaged the colors in this image, because there's no way to change it without changing the color composition of the image. So I actually tried like coloring on the bottom here, different colors, to try to get it to be different, but then that would show on desktop, or vice versa. Coloring in another area would show on mobile. Anyway, so very limited ability to customize this page, but that's fine because I'm not good at doing that anyway, really. So yeah, so I'll go over the membership thing. So like I said, you can join for free. I might have a chat for free on here, but as of now, basically, if you do the lowest tier to support the show, $5 a month, you can download those audio only versions, or you can listen to them on a podcasting service. Patreon seemed to be indicating, I don't know, I don't listen to podcasts, so I don't even know how people are doing that, but you know, they seem to say through Patreon they push to all those other podcasting services so that you can look at them, or you can access them wherever, as long as you have the link through the paid Patreon thing. So anyway, and then there's a group chat, which I think is actually a very nice idea for this type of show, because the idea of the Junto is like a social thing. It's a group of people coming together to try to share ideas and, work toward a common goal. And I think it could be, I don't know. I mean, I hope it doesn't become a mess in there, but it sounds nice to me to have some, I don't know, meet new people and have other people be talking about ideas, because I only bring what I can bring, but everyone else can bring a whole lot of other ideas. And I think that's actually kind of one of the nicer things that I was surprised about on Patreon. I didn't know they had a group chat feature. And yeah, I guess CNA exclusive posts. I don't know what the post structure is really going to be like for me on here. So that's sort of TBD. The other thing is, okay, so the next tier is for $10 a month, I will mail you. So I guess I explain it in the prompt here, but like sometimes if I am, I don't know, if this seems like a good thing to do, I will try to like desensitize myself from the outer world that has been imposing its words and images on me and its various stimulations and perceptions upon me. And I will try to take myself away from that and just by rote, like write things down, like ROTE, not with a W, like do it over and over. I'll just write certain things over and over. I keep a notebook that I haven't updated in a long time, but I have a notebook that just contains a bunch of things that if I find something inspiring, I'll transcribe it into that notebook. And then sometimes I can, if it seems like the right time to do something like that, I will go to that notebook and take one of those passages and I'll just write that over and over and ultimately try to fill my mind with that and gain a deeper interpretation of that. And it's just a nice exercise of attention and memory, because ultimately it's not really the goal, but a nice bonus is that you can memorize whatever you were writing down. And the real bonus there is that then whenever you're out in the world and subject to the information of the world, you can close off and like remember the memorized passages. So anyway, so yeah, sometimes I'll do stuff like that. And I wrote these ones just now on some, you can't really see that, but that's 1950s engineering homework that I just found it was tucked in a book that I bought, like a math engineering book. And yeah, so it won't look exactly like these really. Like I think I will get pages that are a little smaller and a little like better proportioned for the idea. And on the back, I'll say the sources that I used or the date that I wrote it. And yeah, they'll be typewritten. And if my typewriter breaks, which those machines are wont to do, I will handwrite them, I guess. So yeah. And I can send those internationally. So if anyone's watching from elsewhere, it's not really a cost impediment to send that internationally. But yeah. So that's the idea. Just to have some, yeah, probably proportioned a little more like these. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so the other one. And yeah, I don't know. The like typical Patreon, you get all the lower things if you pay for a higher tier. But the one that is most exciting, I think, and that some people express some interest in, it's a little expensive, the $20 a month, but I'll mail you a book. So it's I do have to pay for shipping, and I am a bookseller, so I have lots of books, but yeah, so there's a cost reduction there. It's not really $20 for the Junto. It's more like, I don't know, 15 or less really, but I think it is nice, and it's something I can easily offer to people. So if you do buy this, you will receive like a welcome message that will link you to a form, a Google form that you can fill out, and you can Yeah, you can select whatever genres. Like there were 10 plus categories that I put up there, and then beyond the categories, there's a, you can specify any special interests or disinterests. Like say you don't want sci-fi, you could clarify that. Although I think I maybe made that its own category because it is kind of within fiction. There's fiction, and then sci-fi and fantasy are kind of such huge other markets aside. So anyway, I can't do this internationally. So if you buy this and you have an international address, I won't send you a book, but I will send you a prayer card and another piece of writing from me. So just some personal thank you and rambling about whatever is on my mind at the time. So, or if you're filling it out, you could, or there's a DM feature on Patreon too, so you can let me know what you're interested in as well, or if you have any questions that you would want me to send you in writing. That seems reasonable to me. So yeah, just an idea, just an experiment, and that's most of what I wanted to talk about. So, I guess I can show you some examples. Like, these are pretty arbitrary examples of books that I have in my room, like What is History by E.H. Carr, Camus, The Fall, Tristan and Isolde by Wagner, some sci-fi. This is like, they do these double novels, so it's actually two books in one, and the text is just upside down on the other side. So I have a handful of those. Young, Alchemy. I think this is also about, I don't know if this is about Young. Job, Jonah, and the Unconscious. I would think, I know Young wrote about, he's mentioned on the back. Freud and the Jewish mystical tradition, Days of Hope, Silencing Political Dissent, how post-September 11 anti-terrorism measures threaten our civil liberties, Clarabelle, Algeria, They Won't Take Me Alive. I don't know, I have thousands of books, so it's really, there's all kinds of stuff. You can clarify fiction, nonfiction, poetry, theater, art, philosophy, history, modern history or pre-modern history, religion, etc. So that is all, that's what's up with this. And I haven't really made any posts yet, but you have to upload your episodes, your files all as posts. And there's a chat for supporters. Recommendations. I do like these YouTubers a lot, so I haven't really watched them in a while, other than Dime Store Adventures, but good stuff. I support these people. And then I guess that was just a link to my YouTube. So all right, well, I think that's all I got. Oh, well, I guess the other thing that I can mention right now, the other plan in the works is I have the foundations of a site for my bookstore set up. So I just need to list inventory, and I'm kind of only listing things that are kind of more in the $20 plus range, because it is a lot of, like, I'm making it look pretty nice. I'm taking nice photos of everything. So and writing specific descriptions of everything, of its condition. So it's labor intensive when you do that. So I'm not really doing it for the cheaper books. But if you want to support me in that way, definitely by the end of the month, that will be available as an option. And I'll probably put some cheaper books on there for fun, especially at the start. But it's like, just takes time when you make it look nice. So they're not all going to be like super expensive, but more like 20, I guess. But then there are some like rare Lovecraft stuff, or a weird copy of James Joyce's Ulysses that was in Nazi Germany, and like all this. I have a bunch of like really weird stuff that I need to put on the internet if anyone's ever going to buy it. So anyway, that's all I got. Well, I guess I'll grab a few more handfuls of books just because, why not? these are all just like literally just randomly grabbed off the shelves. Poetry section, Langston Hughes, Kenneth Rexroth. Like all of these could wind up in Sonnets of Shakespeare. I think this one's very beautiful. Yeah, all of these could wind up in the book club tier, getting mailed to you. So Insurgent Cuba, the emoji code about how language is devolving, linguistics behind smiley faces, and scaredy cats. This one was kind of, I didn't read all of it. I just jumped around in here, but there's interesting stuff in there. How Chains Franchised America, Roadside Empires, The New Indians, Native American Tribalism. Like I said, these are all from random sections of my room. American Bureaucracy. So, you know, that's some nonfiction examples, some poetry examples, and Beckett's novels, Beckett Endgame, so a bunch of African novels. So, you know, I think it'd be cool. If you like to read, I think it would be worthwhile. And yeah, I don't know, that's probably all I got. I wasn't gonna put on a collared shirt because it's after midnight. Like this is a Monday episode, but at this point it's Tuesday. Because it just took a while to get the Patreon together. It was kind of, honestly, the interface is kind of a mess. Didn't love it. So yeah. All right, well, you know, that's all I got. So I'll do an episode tomorrow. I'll do an episode Thursday and Friday. Definitely have a lot to talk about. I did wind up getting confirmed at the Easter Vigil this year into the Catholic Church, and that was it has been a very interesting ride with that. So I have some thoughts about religion and metaphysics that I want to talk about at some point. Psychology, politics, a lot of things are all merging together in my mind. So anyway, check out the Patreon, share the show with your friends, and I look forward to being back. So, all right, have a great night. See you tomorrow.